Well, speaking of people who sound like they could be Irish, uh,
Hmm.
I want to talk about a wrestler called Sean O'Hare.
Oh yeah, as a matter of fact, I managed Sean O'Hare in back in the OVW days.
Well, to me, when I first seen Sean O'Hare in WCW, to me it was I just looked at him and thought that guy is going to be a headliner of WrestleMania. He had everything.
Everything, everything.
So, talk
Um,
to me a little bit about your experiences with Sean O'Hare and about where you think maybe he went wrong in his WWE career.
well, we got him. I think he had had a little bit of experience in WCW, and then we got him. I didn't know much of anything about him. I was not a WCW fan at all at that time. And he was the biggest Spider-Man fan in the world. I don't know if you knew that or not. He actually had Spider-Man tattoos up and down his arm, all over his chest, his back. I mean, just wherever he could put a Spider-Man tattoo, you could find one. And his promos were not really the best. He was that's how he ended up with me. They felt he needed a manager, so Sean O'Hare was with me, Mark Henry. Listen to this damn lineup: me, Mark Henry, John Cena, Rico Constantino, Bull Buchanan, and God, who else do we have during that time? Rob Conway, Eugene. Uh, so I had a damn all-star team, which none of these people, other than Mark Henry, knew they were ever going to see a day in the WWE. There were no guarantees. Mark Henry knew he was going to be there because he was already under contract when he got here. He just didn't get to go back as soon as he thought he was going to go. Mark thought he was going back in a couple of weeks, and I think he actually got back up there in full status with him maybe in a couple of years. So he was there for a while. And but no, Sean had one hell of a temper. He was very easily rattled to the point of wanting to fight you. But here's the thing: he never started one of the fights that I ever heard of him being in. It was always some dumbass. What's the language at on this show?
Oh, you can. Well, over here in Ireland, we swear a lot, so
Yeah, yeah. Well, I do here on the bowling alley too. But well, let's just say that some dumb fuck in every bar he ever went in would try to start shit with him.
mm,
They would, and he had a brother who was a hothead too, who was always getting in fights. And normally they would be out together. The brother would get drunk, get into a fight, and then Sean would end up bailing him out of the fight. And but the brother was half the size of Sean, with twice the attitude. And Sean, like I said, I don't remember him ever starting a fight, but people would always start them with him, and then 99 times out of 100, he'd finish them. And I remember we had a thing in the locker room once. My brother was going to be a valet for Rene Dupree. There's another one that was with us at Bolin Services that made it up to the WWE. And so my brother was going to be like a one-time valet for him. And then we were going to fire my brother that night because my brother came in looking like he ran a car wash or a junkyard or something. I mean, he just wasn't valet material. And my brother was terrified of Sean O'Hare. He just thought, man, if there's ever a guy in this locker room that's going to kill me. And Sean always looked like he was in a bad mood. I mean, you just never, ever thought this man was in a good mood. And so I knew my brother was terrified of him. So I said, hey, Sean, I said, I'm going to fuck with my brother. And I said, he loves your kicks. He thinks you have the greatest kicks ever in wrestling. I said, what I want you to do when I bring him back here in the locker room is I want you to tell my brother, hey, I hear you've been running your fucking mouth about my kicks. And of course, you're going to get his attention. And I said, and you tell him that you heard he said that his kicks suck. And then I'm going to watch him shit his pants. So, John, and I'm thinking, let's see how Sean does this. So sure enough, my brother's been out and he's done the bit with us. So he's done. Now he thinks he's a big TV star. So my brother goes back, grabs a chair in the locker room. Sean looks over him and says, what are you doing? Hey, just having a seat, man. Kenny Bolin's brother, Tim Razor. Yeah, I know who the fuck you are. What are you doing in that chair? And he just looks at him and like, well, what did I do? And he says, number one, he says, the so-and-so was sitting in that chair and you need to move your big ass right now. So now Timmy John's 6'4", about 350 pounds, but Sean O'Hare ain't fucking scared of nobody. Don't give a fuck how big you are. So my brother moved his ass down a chair, and he says, "Does anybody belong in this chair?" He says, "You trying to be a smart ass with me?" No, no, man. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't in somebody's chair. He said, "If you're in somebody's fucking chair, I'll tell you." So it sits there and it's peaceful for a minute or two, and I'm not in there. I'm hearing what the boys are telling me because I know if I'm in there, it'll get fucked. Because I can't be around to start laughing when he's giving him shit, or Tim's going to look to me for defense and say, let him know that I never seen it. So I don't want to be in there because I don't want to be in there to have to bail him out. I want him to sink or swim on his own and see what he's going to do. So as the boys are telling me the stories, they said finally about a minute, 2 minutes goes by, and he looks over. He says, "What are you doing running your fucking mouth about my kicks?" Tim looks at him and, what, man? He said, I love your kicks. That ain't what I fucking hear. I hear you said my kicks look like shit. No, man, no. You can ask Kenny, man. I love your kicks. Yeah, I did ask Kenny. Kenny says you say they look like shit. Kenny's the one that fucking told me, man. You think you calling Kenny a liar? You call Kenny a liar. I fucking dare you to call Kenny a liar. Man, I don't. Now Tim is just shitting his fucking pants, and he's doing this better than any fucking promo he's ever done. Everybody's believing him because the only ones that know that he is fucking with my brother are me and O'Hare. The locker room does not know that this is a work, so he's fooling the locker room. He's definitely fooling my brother. And he says, let me tell you something, you little motherfucker. I don't give a goddamn whose fucking brother you are. I know Bolin's got some stroke around here, but he ain't going to save you tonight because let me tell you something. When this show's over, you're going to have to go out in that parking lot and you're going to have to get in your car. I'm going to have to go out in the parking lot and get in my car. He says, so if you think for one fucking minute you're going to get in your car without a goddamn broken arm tonight, I got fucking news for you. You're not. My brother's like, what the fuck, man? He's, man, I'm telling you, man, I never said that. I love your kicks. And my brother's big country fucking everything. So he just stands up at him. He says, motherfucker, you're dead. And then he walks out of the locker room, and Sean's dying when he gets to me. He says, Kenny, he bought every fucking word of it. He says, you can ask anybody in there, which of course I did. So Tim comes running to me, man. He, God damn, man, what did you fucking tell O'Hare? I said, I just told him that you weren't that complimentary of his kicks, that you thought he could do better. Man, I never fucking said that. Goddamn, man. That motherfucker's wanting to kill me out in the goddamn park. You got to set him straight, man. I said, you sure you didn't say his kicks sucked? I said, man, I'm just trying to, I thought maybe you knew how to do him better than he did. You'd set him straight. Goddamn, man. He's pissed, man. He's pissed. So I finally go in there and I get Sean. He'd gone into the waiting room with all the other boys waiting to go on TV, and he comes back in there. I said, Sean, I said, what's this with you and Tim? I said, you and Tim got problems? Goddamn fucking right, we got problems. He said, he's the one that said I had shitty kicks. I said, he's telling me he never said that now. He's telling me he likes your kicks. Oh, well, everything's fine. Come here and give me a hug. So Tim goes over and hugs him, and he's just thinking, God, he ain't gonna get his ass beat. But Jimmy Cornette says, God damn, he said if he could fucking do that on TV, he'd make $1 million. He said he had everybody in that fucking locker room believing that he was gonna fucking kill your brother. I said, that's what they all told me. I said, I don't know why he can't do it on TV. So Sean eventually goes to the WWE, and have you seen the videos of the gimmick they gave him? And he says, where he's encouraging you to cheat on your taxes and cheat on your wife, and go ahead, cheat on your taxes. Who cares? Nothing's going to happen to you. And I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. Do you remember seeing those?
Yeah, that was the Tyler Fight Club.
It might have been, but it was always Sean in a long black trench coat, had the hair long, and a white background, and he would walk out. And he would come up with some immoral thing for you to do. Cheat on your wife, cheat on your taxes, drive on the wrong side of the road, drive drunk, whatever. But he would come out each week for like 10 weeks in a row and give you something immoral to do. I want you to know they never went anywhere with it because everyone's eating it up. They can't wait to see this thing pan out. And Vince didn't get it. Vince did not understand what they were doing. So they ended up not doing it.
Do you not find it weird how much stuff gets on the WWE TV that Vince is like, well, I don't understand it, so therefore just push Triple H instead?
That seems to be pretty much what the plan B always is, just push Triple H.